there is a concept within infectious disease and public health that if there is a widespread public health threat, that you come up with a set of rules and you have to be absolute about them. You need to not, you need to, there's no exceptions, okay? Because you're really trying to wall things off and stop it. And, it's a little bit like, traditional infectious diseases where the vaccines, et cetera, were absolute and now the virus is gone, right? So you need to understand that. We all need to understand that there's a concept, and you can debate the validity of the concept, but it exists, and you can defend the people in government and academia that shut out other voices, because the idea is you needed to come up with a set of rules and be militant about enforcing those because that shut it down.
Sure.
Now, what I believe is that they did insufficient. They could have easily, early in the process, done some, conducted some debate about what those rules were.
Sure.
My feeling is those rules came from a very select, upper level, call it elite, but certainly not broadly, agreed upon set of rules. So they said, here are the rules. There was a few people, and you have to now abide by them because we have this policy, or we have this strict idea within infectious disease and health policy that these rules cannot be questioned. Because if you start questioning it, the whole thing breaks down.
Right.
The problem is they didn't really debate the rules to begin with. And so I think there's a fault there. There could easily have been called rapidly everybody, who was anybody in the field, like Jay, Martin, others on, who have differing opinions, could have been, at a meeting within days, and within a couple of days, they could have come up with a set of rules. Now, it might have been hard. Not everyone would have agreed, but at least people would have had a say in it. They didn't do anything like that. So the rules came down from a very select group. But once they decided on those rules, you can't fault them for being very draconian about enforcing those. That's a principle within public health, and because if you let it leak a little bit, it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's clear, but it is an important concept to defend those in public health, and once the decision was made, you kind of have to be that way.